Kennesaw State falls in a tough one that comes right down to the wire. FIU wins 84-81. We're joined postgame by head coach Amir Abdur-Rahim. Coach, there was no quit in your team. Double-digit deficit for most of this second half. Your team fought, got it down to 2 points there at the end, ultimately lost by 3. But what a second-half effort for the determination for your team.
No, it was a great second-half effort. I tell the guys after the game, I very rarely talk about the game after the game because there's a lot of emotion in it. But it's glaring when we play hard and we play with an effort and a level of trust that we're pretty good and we can be very competitive. We started the game out with a lack of competitiveness and a lack of trust in what our game plan was, and it put us in a hole. And right now we're not built right now to overcome those things or have big comebacks like that. So we've got to find a way to shore up our first half woes or so in a sense.
How was that received by your team after when you talked? What was the mood like in the locker room?
I mean, I'm gonna give you an insight, and this is not a knock on our guys by any means, but when you're building a program, a big part of it is creating or changing culture, right?
Yep.
And so right now we always have this mood after games where it's like, man, especially the last 3 games, because we are improving, we're getting better, but we've got to carry that same feeling over to when we come back in practice.
Yep.
Because right now, we come back in practice and, we don't have the same fight. We don't have the same competitiveness. And that's where my staff and I have to do a better job of, pushing buttons, getting them to meet the challenge and improve. And I think once we do that, we're going to be fine.
Antonio Spencer, 0 of 1 from the field in the first half. Yep. In the second half, he looks like an All-American out there. Right. An incredible performance. What changed with him?
Some choice words, and he, Antonio's been ready to break through because he's a kid that comes in practice every day, and he gives us great effort, great energy, and he works hard. It's a lot of it is believing in himself, and telling him like, Tone, you do this every day against pads and people just pushing and banging on you. You've got to take that. That should give you confidence to go out and finish in the game. And in the second half, he was a big plus for us. Now we got to find a way for him to bottle that up and carry it over to practice and then carry it over to games, because when he can get you, what was he? He got us. 12 and he got us 12 and 8. If we could get 12 and 8 from him every night, and he's capable of it, we'll be a much better team. So we've got to continue to improve, improve on little things, the small details, but our competitiveness can never be in question, and that was the thing I was most disappointed in the first half.
Well, Coach, despite the loss today, at least from my eyes, I feel like the program took a step forward. Best of luck next Friday against Gardner-Webb.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate all the fans that came out, especially on this Saturday afternoon with so much sports going on. And Kennesaw fans, you guys get to a TV or get to the Convocation Center. The football team's playing, so give them support.
It's all one big Owl family. That's head coach Amir Abdur-Rahim. I'm Nolan Alexander. We'll see you next Friday at home against Gardner-Webb.